Most single mothers can still date an average guy.
Yeah, and most average guys still date average women. You can't even admit that, and it's true. You're telling me out here that single mothers are having an easier time than average guys. You guys talked about earlier, who has to take more accountability? Who has to take more accountability? Men can turn their lives around way easier than a woman can. A guy can be in jail, kill people, get shot, do all these things, and at 35 come out like a reformed guy. A woman gets pregnant at 24, and now she's got too much mileage for any guy in here to ever want to f with.
At 24, it's over if she has too many miles.
That's what you guys
more miles for any guy with her. And I said, no, that's not true.
At
Single mothers get remarried all the time.
Being a single mother sucks.
Yeah.
Everybody in here agrees it, so why even say that?
Most single mothers can still date an average guy.
Yeah, and most average guys still date average women. You can't even admit that, and it's true. You're telling me out here that single mothers are having an easier time than average guys. You guys talked about earlier, who has to take more accountability? Who has to take more accountability? Men can turn their lives around way easier than a woman can. A guy can be in jail, kill people, get shot, do all these things, and at 35 come out like a reformed guy. A woman gets pregnant at 24, and now she's got too much mileage for any guy in here to ever want to f with.
At 24, it's over if she has too many miles.
That's what you guys
more miles for any guy with her. And I said, no, that's not true.
At
single mothers get remarried all the time.
Being a single mother sucks.
Yeah.
Everybody in here agrees it, so why even say that?
Most single mothers can still date an average guy.
Yeah, and most average guys still date average women. You can't even admit that, and it's true. You're telling me out here that single mothers are having an easier time than average guys. You guys talked about earlier, who has to take more accountability? Who has to take more accountability? Men can turn their lives around way easier than a woman can. A guy can be in jail, kill people, get shot, do all these things, and at 35 come out like a reformed guy. A woman gets pregnant at 24, and now she's got too much mileage for any guy in here to ever want to f with.
At 24, it's over if she has too many miles.
That's what you guys
more miles for any guy with her. And I said, no, that's not true.
At
single mothers get remarried all the time.
Being a single mother sucks.
Yeah.
Everybody in here agrees it, so why even say that?
Most single mothers can still date an average guy.
Yeah, and most average guys still date average women. You can't even admit that, and it's true. You're telling me out here that single mothers are having an easier time than average guys. You guys talked about earlier, who has to take more accountability? Who has to take more accountability? Men can turn their lives around way easier than a woman can. A guy can be in jail, kill people, get shot, do all these things, and at 35 come out like a reformed guy. A woman gets pregnant at 24, and now she's got too much mileage for any guy in here to ever want to f with.
At 24, it's over if she has too many miles.
That's what you guys
more miles for any guy with her. And I said, no, that's not true.
At
single mothers get remarried all the time.
Being a single mother sucks.
Yeah.
Everybody in here agrees it, so why even say that?
Most single mothers can still date an average guy.
Yeah, and most average guys still date average women. You can't even admit that, and it's true. You're telling me out here that single mothers are having an easier time than average guys. You guys talked about earlier, who has to take more accountability? Who has to take more accountability? Men can turn their lives around way easier than a woman can. A guy can be in jail, kill people, get shot, do all these things, and at 35 come out like a reformed guy. A woman gets pregnant at 24, and now she's got too much mileage for any guy in here to ever want to f with.
At 24, it's over if she has too many miles.
That's what you guys
more miles for any guy with her. And I said, no, that's not true.
At
single mothers get remarried all the time.
Being a single mother sucks.
Yeah.
Everybody in here agrees it, so why even say that?
Most single mothers can still date an average guy.
Yeah, and most average guys still date average women. You can't even admit that, and it's true. You're telling me out here that single mothers are having an easier time than average guys.
Stop doing it the slow, hard way. What you need is one of these lamb's wool rollers. Corner roller. Does a great job. This roller will apply an even amount of compound right into the corner. Crease your tape along the line. Okay, now get down to the bottom. Center the tape. And now wipe it out like normal. So if you're new to drywall, this tool is going to save you a ton of time. Trust me. Stop doing it the slow, hard way. What you need is one of these lamb's wool rollers. Corner roller. Does a great job. This roller will apply an even amount of compound right into the corner. Crease your tape along the line.
Depop, so I
Yeah.
should.
There's another store called Waste Station, so if I were to take it, I would 290. I'll match that.
Poppin'.
Chats exposing Andrew Tate's step-by-step manipulation of Lasmina, trafficking victim, as well as Georgiana's involvement as the bottom. Dozen of North Africans tried to assassinate a 19-year-old model in Toulouse, France this past month. What have I even said here that's remotely on the verge of virtue signaling? I'm just trying to figure out the fact of the matter of the story. Why is she being such a block? Strange events happening at Sound of Freedom theaters all over. Pedo Wood is frantically trying to stop you from seeing this movie. Do people believe this? I work at AMC and just got fired for refusing to add this liquid to a customer's soda. We were instructed specifically to serve this to Sound of Freedom audiences. I'm a microbiology student and took it to a lab to examine it and found what looks like nanobots inside.
Yes. Ice cream, so good, gang. How should I put it? A hearty thank you to Lopez. Yes. No spicy. Show indeed such an act of slaying. Haha. Gang.
Interesting thread leak. New War Room chats exposing Andrew Tate's step-by-step manipulation of Lasmina, trafficking victim, as well as Georgiana's involvement as the bottom bitch. Update on the two girls living together. So they became good friends and everything was stable. The girl who moved lost her support networks at home, cemented her move. Talking about staying forever, can't wait for me to come back, etc., etc. So I had to tighten the screw. So I said, somebody in our old town told me she worked in a sex club. I literally made this up from the sky. That would be deception, by the way. Started calling her a liar and threatening to kick her out, but the real goal is for her to agree to never go anywhere without me, not even her hometown. I need her working, not visiting friends back in her hometown, still putting nails in that coffin, saying my people there are talking bad about her. To Jasmina, you worked in a sex club. I did not work in a sex club, I'm not lying. Where did you get this out from? So you'd rather believe them? I told you the truth. These people want me no good. I don't know who you have talked to, but it's a lie. I've only slept with 4 men in my life, and you are one of them. I have never lied to you. You said to yourself that people try to destroy us and break us apart. I've heard things too, but I chose to believe you and not them. Andrew, answer me, please, and tell me this is a joke, because I really don't want to believe that you mean what you're saying. I'm freaking crying alone in a room, and you think I'm not serious. I'm tired of this so-called friends acting like friends and ruining my chances to be happy, and it hurts that you believe that. Where am I now, Andrew? Here. Why? Because I'm serious. I've left everything and everyone behind. For who? I started calling her a liar and threatening to kick her out, but the Wriggles would agree to not go anywhere, blah, blah, putting out. Oh, okay, that's him. Serious girls don't lie. Yes, I understand. You're never going back to Timi Soara even to visit without me. Understand? Yes, I understand. My people there are telling me you talked to tons of men and worked in a sex club. I'm not having you going back there for them to call me and tell me more shit. That's a lie, but as I said earlier, look at me, I'm a simple girl. Of course they're jealous and mad at me for being happy.
He watches XQC. Love you, bro.
Why wouldn't they try to destroy it? As you see, I don't have lots of friends there, probably only 2 or 3. The rest of them are people that know me and I've seen them but not friends. You don't need to leave the house in Bucharest without either me or Georgiana. We are together always. Number 2. Update on the 2 girls living together. If anyone doesn't know the story, ask the guys here to find it for you. So I told my girl to send me a picture and she said this. Sounds like a hard target for camera OnlyFans, right? So let's take bets. Will I get her to work? No, too much hassle. Yes, somehow. At the same time, I have few things, very few, but rules I can't break, brah, because I'm old-fashioned and I do believe in God. 1, I have never sent a picture of me in lingerie ever. I made a promise to God and myself, and I will keep it. 2, I will never do video chat or OnlyFans because my body's intimate and only my husband should be able to touch and see. 3, if I give you my love, I'm expecting the same thing back. 4, the man I love should not hit or beat me up, and this is it. If these 4 things are respected when it comes to me, then there's no way we can ever fight. I listen when I have to. I'm quiet when I'm supposed to. I'm definitely dedicated on being a good wife, waking up in the morning with fresh coffee and a meal. All yours and forever. This is the way I was raised. Had this on my heart the whole day, so I had to say it. You're the perfect man for me and the man I've been dreaming to meet and have a family with since I was a kid. Now it's your turn to decide if this thing changed the way you see me or if I'm still the woman you want to spend your life with. I do you?
Yeah, that isolation is critical. I have no experience in this realm yet, but I would try a good cop, bad cop ruse, act deeply hurt by her refusal, flip it on her and get her to start feeling guilty or cry. Then have my BB, bottom bitch, ask why she's upset, tell her how religious she used to be and how easy/fun camming is. Again, never had to do anything like this, but maybe it works. Tate, close. I'm gonna add a layer of separation. I'll use Geo as the bottom bitch and pretend I don't care either way so she can't attack me for tricking her. Danielo says, she looks super adamant about not doing this, even made bullet points. I still bet yes because you're a G, but it would be super impressive to see it in action. She knows already you fuck other girls. Tate, yes. Looks like she's mainly using God to justify her emotions here. Another element, since she moved, she's been fed but nothing else. She's broke and she can't go home and she can't leave the house. Man, I almost sound evil, but I'm not. I'm a shepherd leading the sheep. She doesn't realize that following me makes life better for her. You could argue that is that arguably coercion, maybe? My plan is to use Georgiana as the bottom bitch and convince her I don't give a shit if she does cam. It's comply or goodbye. Convince her I don't give a shit. Okay. Stage 1. What's the chance of you leaving before I come back? She said 0, giving her no negotiating room. It's comply or goodbye. If there's no goodbye, there is only comply. If she would have said something else, I would have abandoned cam mission and did more groundwork on her. 5. Let her panic a little. This is where the video course ends. Let her start to panic a little. Remember, she asked me for money now. That's scary for her. I'd come back with, yes, we need to be together, but every girl in Romania asks me for money. I know you're not like them, are you? Make her qualify herself as not a gold digger. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Or no, I'm not. Then come in with, we're going to be traveling the world together. I'm working from my phone. We're a team. You're going to listen to me and work from your phone too. Send a pic of Ibiza Beach, and because Cam has been soft floated before, I'd go for a hard close. If outright refuses, don't reply. FDB, I don't know what that means. Let her sit broke to think. If in a few days still refuses, then failed attempt, kick her out. Tell the girl who stays how I hate these stupid other girls, and use Jasmine as a tool to cement the love of the first girl she moved in with. Everything is a sell. Oh, fuck that bitch. Understood, good play. Quotes, Jasmine insulted you, won't say why, no time for gossip, but you're my wife. She's out, G is kicking her out today. Betty, you kicked her out, oh my god, what did she say? Me, doesn't matter, nobody can insult you, we're a team, go work. That's still a win, get more loyalty from girl 1. Even if I have to kick her, it's all a win for me in the end, makes sense. Tateism in a sentence, it's all beautiful, beautiful game of chess. Fake convo with G, me pretending I love her, G speaking sense, Georgiana. Is Tate Andrew or Tristan? I'm pretty sure it's Andrew. Was this all that was in that thread? Jesus. This says many, many conversations. This just feels like many conversations.
Purity test in 2020 was like, if I was convinced Joe Biden would just do a couple of the things that I
Thank you for saving me from neoliberalism.
Just like 1 or 2 or maybe 3 at most, just like if I thought for sure he's going to get me victories on some 3 things I like, then I would suck it up and vote for him. And my point back then was, I don't think he's going to fucking do it. Based on his whole career as a senator, I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's super goddamn conservative. But then now I look at it and I go, number 1, I actually probably should have voted for him. I didn't. I actually didn't vote.
Oh my god, they're growing and they're coming back to us. Anna Kasparian, Kyle Kulinski.
But then when he got into office, like, I was genuinely pleasantly surprised to see he did some student loan debt reduction. He did the $1,400 stimulus checks. He said it was going to be $2,000. That was a lie. But we got $1,400, which was half decent. In the Inflation Reduction Act, they overruled the Supreme Court because the Supreme Court said the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, is not allowed to do environmental protection. And so Biden and the Democrats slipped it into the IRA that we're redefining carbon emissions as a pollutant. So now the EPA can regulate it again, basically saving the entire fight against climate change by that one simple procedural trick, which was super base, one of the most base things I've ever seen any Democrat in the modern era do. He raised the
I don't even remember hearing about this in the IRA, but okay.
minimum wage for federal employees and federal contractors through executive order, which is about 400,000 workers to $15 an hour. I definitely didn't expect him to do that.
I know you don't give a fuck about your Discord,
project labor
but can you
agreements,
get them on?
which,
So put announcements
you know,
when you go live /upload
200,000
new
workers
video.
get higher wages
Your mom can.
as a result of that. I didn't expect him to onshore 200,000 jobs when Trump had offshored hundreds of thousands of jobs. I didn't expect him to do even the mild gun reform that he did, where we have like some funding for red flag laws and we got rid of the boyfriend loophole. So if you have like a domestic abuser boyfriend for that, I didn't expect him to onshore 200,000 jobs when Trump had offshored hundreds of thousands of jobs. I didn't expect him to do even the mild gun reform that he did, where we have like some funding for red flag laws and we got rid of the boyfriend loophole. So if you have like a domestic
Behaze! He's gonna Biden pilled.
Abuser boyfriend, that you can legally take their guns now if they're a threat. I didn't expect, you know, Ketanji Brown Jackson, I think, is a great Supreme Court justice. She was put on the court. You know, we have the NLRB is genuinely pro-labor. We wouldn't have seen this
How ass mad are people over this?
Thank you for thanks you. Save me, zany face.
This is crazy. This is the same guy who helped turn me away from the Democratic Party and change my entire view on voting. What happened? Only an out-of-touch rich shitlib would regret not voting for Biden. Now is the time you should be taking a victory lap over his decision.
If it wasn't for you, I would have graduated.
Calenti is indistinguishable from Chris Hayes. Shitlib water always finds its shitlib level.
Thank you for saving me from your mom.
The liberal Charlie Kirk.
In today's episode, we're looking at a hose bib that's been soldered on to the copper. They do this a lot of times in new construction to save a fitting, but what we're going to do is unsolder their bib and solder on a male adapter. That way we can thread on a new hose bib.
What's the matter, boy? You can't afford a ProPress tool?
As much as I love ProPress, I'm not going to use it in this application because it's right up against the house. I'm also not going to cut the stub back further, even though some of you would probably like to see that done as well. Whoever did this original installation was definitely thinking of me when they did it, and I tip my hat to him for leaving me so much copper to work with. I'm going to do the same thing for the next guy, whether it be me or another person. It's always nice to have room.
Why are you using pipe dope and Teflon? I've heard you have to use one or the other.
All the OGs are using tape and dope, and that's how they taught me. You look at Roger Wakefield, I mean, come on.
How about an escutcheon? You forgot the escutcheon.
I don't use those outdoors because they just rust and they look silly, but I'm going to fill this void with some Volcom. It's a polyurethane exterior sealant, and it works really well. In today's episode, we're looking at a hose bib that's been soldered on to the copper. They do this a lot of times in new construction to save a fitting, but what we're going to do is unsolder their bib and solder on a male adapter. That way we can thread on a new hose bib.
What's the matter, boy? You can't afford a ProPress tool?
As much as I love ProPress, I'm not going to use it in this application because it's right up against the house. I'm also not going to...
You felt there was something dangerous happening. You're walking down.
We're getting the gun nuts.
Okay, but who would take the lead in a position like that? There's a reason I'm asking.
I don't know. I actually have no idea. I mean, I'm like he's pretty strong. He goes to the gym and stuff now. I'm a very strong person. I've done jiu-jitsu. Like, I like guns.
Yeah, but you're not as strong as Destiny.
I think
There's no way.
As for a woman, I am probably
For a
stronger.
woman.
For
Oh,
stronger
100%.
than him. Yeah.
For a woman,
But
but
like
he's
we
a man,
there's some
so-
lifts that we do that are pretty similar. In, like,
Yeah,
at the
he's
gym
still a
and stuff,
man
yeah.
though. So by virtue of,
Of course,
being
like
a man,
he can't get stronger than me, obviously.
but
still,
even now, like, and I understand Destiny's not a bodybuilder,
but I think I don't know, I think that we both have had experience. Like I did like military stuff when I was in Sweden, so like I do pretty like masculine things. So I feel like we would probably be both like checking on
That's
things. If
interesting.
yeah,
Destiny, I'm talking to you out there. If somebody comes to the house, if you're listening,
I have no
and is
idea.
jingling that chain, it better damn well be you that goes to the door, and you leave Melina in that room, and she needs to be hiding in some closet, calling for help, and you need to be the one at that door. You felt.
But I feel like someone like Andrew Tate could have found that 20-year-old virgin. It's not hard, especially because he has a lot of power. He's married.
He is married. Yeah, and actually, I'm going to correct you on that. He doesn't say go out there and womanize and stuff. He says if you find a good woman, hold on to her.
Okay.
You know, if you find a good woman, keep her. And he does also say that like endlessly chasing hoes is a waste of time because hoes are hoes. There's no value. You know, you're going to grow old and you're going to be some old man in the club like chasing hoes.
But he contradicted himself in the end, don't you think?
No, he's not.
You guys know how much I love the triple hammer. Literally, you can watch all my videos, and I've always probably got one on my bags or I'm using it. And this showcases how capable it is at putting 12-inch GRKs with no pre-drilled holes straight through 6x6 cedar. And yeah, I mean, it's cedar, it's not white oak or something. But this test is just to show you the difference between an impact and using a premium drill driver. Check this out, it's absolutely amazing. And the good thing is these new drills have that anti-kickback technology so you won't break your wrist like you would with the old drills. You guys know how much I love the triple hammer. Literally, you can watch all my videos and I've always probably got one on my bags or I'm using it. And this showcase...
What are you gonna eat? Give me the grilled sirloin. How you want that cooked? Medium rare. All right. What are the sides? It might be undersized. It might be. It might be undersized. How do you not know the fucking size? It might be undersized. Where? It just might be. Okay. I actually can't fucking I actually don't give a shit. You got it now? We got all right, what you want? The green beans and the potatoes.
This is me attempting to work on my 2007 Ferrari F430 because the front decided to not work anymore because why would it? It's Ferrari. They make their parts out of what seems to be plastic and nothing ever seems to go back together the way that it should be. But hey, what can you do? So I ended up going in there, looking at the hinge. Yeah, I have AutoCraft tools. Please don't judge me. It's just the way that it works sometimes. The part actually wasn't that hard to get out, but it was kind of confusing to understand just why it wasn't working in the first place. So once we actually got it out, which I did get on my first try, I ended up disconnecting some electrical stuff that I didn't need to disconnect because why would you? Overall, got the new part in. Seemed pretty easy at first. Got that bad boy hooked back up because I'm a master mechanic and Ferrari will sue me if I ever show anything outside of this car being not a Ferrari, but unfortunately, it didn't close. At this point, my patience is wearing thin because this ended up happening, which is, you know, whatever, but ended up getting it reorganized, tried to re-straighten it out to make sure that it could actually close. I ended up with some weird frunk gap thing, but eventually got it fixed because I am a master mechanic. This is me attempting to work on...
Excuse me. I was wondering if I could do a portrait for you just as you are, right there.
I'm gonna ask you a question now. Ask the question.
How much do you think an engagement ring should be?
So I said no more than 4K. She said 10. 10K is a lot.
I mean, listen, if she's special, it is worth every dime, no?
The fact that I'm making the step to commit to you, like, it's the meaning behind the ring. I'm not saying it'd be some cheap something, but you could get a nice ring for $4,000. And it's $4,000 on your finger.
Well, it could be 10 though.
It could.
I mean, it could.
Excuse me.
Think this is just a normal.
My first time, even my parents really realized how much money I was making. For some reason, I think I was switching management or something. So my YouTube checks, instead of being direct deposited into my account, I got mailed a paper check to my mom's house. So she opens up an envelope and she's like, what is this? I'm like, wait, what? Send me a pic. And it's a picture of a check for 192 grand. I was like, I'm doing good on YouTube, Mom. And she was like, what? You're making this type of money? I'm like, of course, I gotta pay taxes, gotta pay my employees, and got bills to pay and stuff.
That was a month, right?
Yeah.
That's a month.
Yeah. My first time, even my parents really realized how much money I was making. For some reason, I think I was switching management or something. So my YouTube checks, instead of being direct deposited into my account.
Hey, what does just one quick question, Your Honor. Is there any way to is that
This millionaire didn't pay for his cut and
just one quick question, Your Honor. Is there any way to is that can that be deferred a little bit? I'm just in a bit of a financial situation, is why.
How much can you pay today?
I have 92 cents in my account. I just walked from East Providence this morning to get over here.
Did you walk from East Providence?
Yes, Your Honor. Roger Williams Ave.
That's 5 miles from here.
Yeah, about an hour and a half. Hour 35.
What is it?
It's about an hour 35.
Walking?
I'm walking back right now too. Yeah. So.
Yeah, it's a 5 mile walk.
20 minutes I can do it.
I got my running shoes on, so I'm actually gonna hustle.
Yeah,
I'm gonna hustle
I
back.
could do
It shouldn't
20
take.
minutes,
It shouldn't take as long as it did on the way here.
Can you take an Uber?
I have no money. Not right now, just
You
because of
mentioned earlier,
COVID and
Judge said
everything.
he's pretty much tapped out.
Yeah, I help run lacrosse programs, so we have they're all indoor programs, youth lacrosse. So we haven't been able to do too much. We're starting back up in maybe October. Just one quick question, Your Honor. Is there any way to can that be deferred a little bit? I'm just in a.
this millionaire didn't pay for his cut and did this instead.
Hey, real quick. Yeah. I don't carry cash. Is there, some way I can pay you with something else?
What? Like what? I cut's done, bro.
Yo, I got something for you. Being one of my favorite barbers here in Toronto, we gotta get everybody on a breezy time, boy. You ready for this?
Damn, you got me a Louis bag?
Nah.
Yours?
Nah, wait, bro. You ready? Are you serious right now?
This millionaire didn't pay for his cut and did this instead.
Hey, real quick. Yeah. I don't carry cash. Is there, some way I can pay you with something else?
What? Like what? I cut's done, bro.
Yo, I got something for you. Being one of my favorite barbers here in Toronto, we gotta get everybody on a breezy time, boy. You ready for this?
Isn't that kind of weird?
What the
That's what I'm thinking. I bought these scissors for $12 and it doesn't even snip first try. It's even a good brand. What's up with that? Should have just cut all the way through.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry about I'm sorry about that. Do they still work?
No.
Oh, what's your name?
Sophie?
Sophie, hi. My name's Juan. Is this the strangest way you've ever met somebody?
It's definitely the angriest. I don't.
So we're not gonna hang out then.
Probably not strong.
I totally thought this would work. I don't know. I just wanted to be different.
Depends. Do you normally just cut things?
No,
when you hang
not-
out with people?
not all the time.
If I don't have to worry about the flight risk of scissors around you, I used to work with kids.
Oh, it's just because of school, Like I just had them on me.
Also a red flag bringing sharp things to school.
Well, I was on my way to art class, You can just have them, honestly. I'm sorry about your headphones. They're probably worth more than the headphones.
Not to me, because I'm here for the next couple hours.
Ooh,
so.
you don't have AirPods or something?
No, I lost them. Well, actually, yeah. So.
Ah, okay. I guess I can just let you have a pair then. Do you want Maxes or do you want
What the?
AirPods? Or did you want the wired ones back?
I mean, ideally, if I could choose, I would take the Pro.
Isn't that kind of weird?
What?
Yeah, okay, that's gonna be $350. $350? Yeah, but I seen what you put inside your pocket.
What you talking about?
You too. You didn't do that.
Oh.
Nah, you guys put some Twinkies inside your pocket.
Some Twinkies?
Yeah.
Well, I don't got no Twinkies in my pocket.
Yeah, you do. Don't think because you're a police officer, you're gonna slide with it, like.
What, are you supposed to be hard?
Finish him.
Oh.
Good luck. Yeah, good luck.
What's happening, boss?
Not much, bro. Just shopping around.
I find one your tracks bill, man. Get the fuck out of here with that. Bro.
Let me see it. Let me see it for history. He found a bill. He never got paid. This guy. Bro.
That's your signature, you know.
What is the date? So the bill from 2014, 9 years old, he finds and he expects me. How do I know I didn't cover it, didn't take the bill?
How will they know? If you cover
You
it
know
like
how
you
I
are,
was,
listen.
man. My friend, why did you have this bill hidden? And what is the balance? You're still not telling me. 1,300?
1,018.
Okay, we're gonna split it 50-50 because I don't know where this bill came from. You should have gave it to me 9 years ago.
Listen, big boss.
Yeah.
You are so slim, and God has given you everything.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, listen. I'm gonna give this to you. In another 9 years, bring me the bill. I pay the rest.
Take it with you, the bill.
No.
Keep it a history,
I'm
no?
gonna put 500 balance. Okay, you come back in another 9 years. I give you some interest. All right.
What's happening, boss?
Not much, bro. Just shopping
I
around.
find one your tracks bill, man. Get the fuck out of here with that. Bro.
Let me see it. Let me see it for history. He found a bill. He never got paid. This guy. Bro.
That's your signature, you know.
What is the date? So the bill from 2014, 9 years old, he finds and he expects me. How do I know I didn't cover it, didn't take the bill?
How will they know? If you cover
You
it
know
like
how
you
I
are,
was,
listen.
man. My friend, why did you have this bill hidden? And what is the balance? You're still not telling me.
Kan du lige gå på midt i det? Kan du lige gå på midt i det?
I want to explain to you guys one of the most important parts of my interior detailing sequence. What you see me cleaning back here is the console in the back seat where a bunch.
Hvad siger du? Ja, det er bare midt i det. Nej, altså, jeg skal lige ind på din...
Det kan godt, du fandt ud af det på din egen, jo. Hvorfor ryster du på hovedet?
Det gør jeg ikke,
Så det er ikke et svar, jeg selv kan, eller spørgsmål, jeg selv kan svare på.
Jamen, jeg har ikke kigget på det, altså. Nu skulle jeg have haft tid til det.
var torsdag den 7. jeg fik fri om morgenen, og så kommer jeg hjem. Jeg husker, det var den dag, jeg skulle på arbejde, men det var mig, der lige... Det var dagen for inden jeg tager på arbejde der. Så i morgen er jeg på arbejde i 14 timer, og i overmorgen der skal jeg først... Onsdag skal jeg først på arbejde 8:30 om aftenen, og så får jeg fri torsdag klokken 7 om morgenen, og der kommer jeg hjem. Og det er så den dag, drengene skal have ordnet pas.
Hvad siger du?
Du skal ikke noget af alt det, jeg sagde.
Du skal ikke sidde og koncentrere mig her, det sagde du. Jeg sagde det igen.
Du har stoppet mig for længst, altså nu er jeg stået og plapret løs.
Det er da lige meget, altså fortæl det da igen.
Det er da ikke lige meget.
Det er da lige meget, fortæl det da igen.
For dig er det, ikke? Jeg siger, det er torsdag, at drengene skal have ordnet pas. Jeg sagde bare forkert, da jeg sagde, at jeg skulle på arbejde om aftenen.
Ja,
og
det var det,
selvfølgelig
jeg sagde.
onsdag aften, og så får jeg fri klokken 7 torsdag.
Ja, det var det, jeg sagde.
Ja, det er bare det, jeg konstaterer.
Ja, det var godt.
Hello, sir!
Jamen, jeg tænker måske lidt, at man skal vente indtil, at du ikke skal arbejde mere. Altså, jeg kan ikke lige helt finde ud af det.